Hello guys, good morning. We are waiting just for the rest of the people and then we're gonna start, okay? So in less than a minute, I'm gonna start with the class, okay? Remember that this is gonna be the seventh English class and it's gonna be for third graders, okay? So in less than a minute, I'll be there with you. All right, so remember you have to type your name, guys, and please do me a favor and write the word present. Okay, in this way, I'm gonna check the list if you were here or not. Okay. Okay, so it's time to go to check if you are here or not. All right. Very good. Hello, guys. Good morning, all of you. Then this is gonna be the first class you have in the day, yeah, which is a very important day today. Okay, I want to explain you why today is very important. Okay, so yeah, Sophie Carlos, JP, Poncho, then Sophie Mariscal. What a miracle! This is just like the second class you have with me, Sophie. Yeah, Gabriela Vargas, very good. Itzel, Arlene, then Majo Alvaro, Lilia, very good. Mariana Félix, Nicole Castro, Valeria Sánchez, then Raúl Pinal, Jimenez, Omar. Well, Omar, this is just like the second class you have with me. Pay attention. Go back and check the classes again in the platform, please. Yeah, Bianca, very good. Then Fergeta, Karim, very good. Naomi, then Laurita, Mariana Vadillo, very good. Valeria Rodriguez, Luciana, Ricardo, Javier Gonzalez. Javier, you have to take the other classes too because you were not here with me, okay? Mariana Yolotzin, very good. Good morning. Luisa Paola, very good. Dani Soe, Zoe, very good. Good morning. Dafne, Daniela González, Alondra Díaz Terríquez, de la Torre Zaragoza, Miguel Pérez Ampieri, very good. Junem, Lara Briceño, Ale, and José Aceves and Hector, okay? Then we have some students. Andy, good morning. Then we have some students that have never come here. I mean, not here. Well, to the online class. Okay. For example, this Gustavo. Yeah, Gustavo is not in the classes. I don't know. I don't know why. If you have the chance, or if you have the way to notice him that we are like getting online classes and he has never like gotten in, just let him know because it's going to be like very important. Okay, people like well, in my case it's only Gustavo, yeah, and the other students were like one absence, two absences, three absences, four absences. The other person is Fer Santillan. Fer Santillan is just like one class with me. Okay, so well, if you have the chance, the other one is Iker. Iker, well, I don't know what's the problem, but who knows, right? Who knows what is happening? Okay, very good. Okay, guys, before we start the class, I want you to know this information, which is very important for you to know it. Yeah. Today is May 13th. Okay, it's a very special day because of many reasons, but the first reason is because of the Virgin of Fatima. Okay, Then this is just an advice, and I think it's in the platform. Yeah, I recommend you. Well, give me a second. Let me finish, and then we talk about Iker. Okay, because of the Virgin of Fatima, guys. All right. I recommend you, and I think it's in the platform. I invite you guys to pray the rosary or the beads in this case. Yeah, because with the rosary, it's gonna be almost like impossible to get affected. It's the protection. The best protection you can have is the rosary if you pray it. Okay. If you don't know how to pray it, well, you can go to the platform, and then there's a link in the first page of the platform, and then you can follow the steps to pray it. Okay. Today is a very important day to do it. Okay. If you have the chance, well, I think you have time. Yeah, because you are in this quarantine. Yeah, and please pray it. Okay. If you didn't pray it yesterday or the whole week, today is going to be a good day to do it. All right. Well, this is my recommendation. Just do it, and well, you're going to be blessed because of the rosary. Okay. Before we start, we're going to pray a little bit. Yeah. If you want to pray with me, well, go ahead. If not, just respect. Okay. So in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. All right, so we can continue. Then you were telling me that you already talked to Iker, in. I mean, what is next, or what do you say, or what did he say, or to be honest, if if they don't care, like I always say, guys, I don't care. Yeah, if you don't care about something, I don't care either. All right. So, guys, this is gonna be the seventh class in English. Yeah. Then, believe it or not, we have like a lot of classes. All right. Because remember, this is not the only group we have. Okay. We have second graders, we have first graders, then we have high school. All right. And well, we need to continue like this because of SEP. All right. So well, I need you to take notes in this grammar topic because today is going to be grammar. And guys, the activity is going to be during the class. Let me check. Let me check when I finish the explanation of the grammar topic. I'm gonna let you know if it's gonna be for homework or if it's gonna be just during the class. Okay. I know, yeah, you're doing, or you're trying to do your best, and if the other person doesn't want or didn't want to, it's not up to you. But I really appreciate the stuff you're doing. Okay. Thanks a lot. Anyways, you cannot force anyone to do something that the person doesn't want. Okay. Just it's not up to you. Very good. So please, I recommend you to take notes, guys, and let's begin. All right. Remember that I'm gonna open like parentheses for questions, and then you can tell me. You can tell me, ask me whatever you want related to the topic, obviously. All right. Very good. So pay attention to this class. We have only 46 people. Remember that if you want to get like your information correct, if you don't want to get an absence, you must be on time. Okay, during the first 5 minutes. Okay, very good. All right, guys. So let's begin with the class. let's begin with the class, and the class is going to be about grammar in this case. Okay, the class is going to be grammar today. Well, we have now that today is going to be the seventh class, the seventh English class. Yeah, and it's going to be for third graders in junior high. Okay, and the topic is going to be something not complicated, but something mixed. Okay, remember that in this period of the level you have, or you must have, or you should have, we are going to start mixing the topics. Yeah, because supposedly this is not going to be like basic anymore. All right, so please guys, remember that every slide that I put is going to be like if you were in front of me in the whiteboard, so I don't have to say it again. Well, I will say it again. I don't have to, but I will, because maybe you're gonna forget it, right? Very good. Guys, the topic is gonna be this one. This is gonna be the topic in which we're gonna work today. The second conditional plus the passive voice, okay? Teacher, how's gonna be the way to do that? Well, I'm gonna explain everything. First of all, I'm gonna have like a little bit of review. I'm gonna explain you something about the second conditional and something about passive voice. Okay, the second conditional and passive voice. All right. Well, first of all, what is the second conditional? Well, this is the right meaning of the second conditional. The second conditional meaning, in general, the conditionals are two sentences into one. That, depending on the type of the conditional, the tense will be different. Okay, what is this? So if you have the zero conditional, the tenses in which you have to use in the zero conditional are going to be different. Okay, so remember that each conditional, they have different tenses. All right, present, past, future, present perfect, past perfect, models, perfect models. All right, so depending on the conditional, the tense will be different. Okay, for example, over here we have the second conditional. All right, in the next slide I'm going to explain you what is the right stuff, or what is the right rule to follow in the second conditional. Okay, in general guys, this is a conditional. If it is zero, first, second, third, type 1, type 2, mixed, patterns, whatever. Okay, so yeah, over here we have the explanation of the of the conditionals in general. Over here we have the explanation of the passive voice. All right, guys, remember, passive voice is a grammar topic that will help us to say that an object does the action instead of a subject. All right, remember that normally in all the sentences we know, normally, that's why I say normally, in all the tenses we know, the action is going to be done by the subject, by the person, by the thing, or by the animal in this case. All right, so for example, if you say I wrote a book, the person is doing the action. Yeah, the subject is doing the action. You read the newspaper, the person is doing the action. Okay, like, which is something normal, right? But in passive voice, guys, when you change it into passive voice, remember that we have first the active voice. The sentences that I already told you, they are active voice. All right, so in this case, in passive voice, the object, it's going to be the one who is going to do the action, not the subject. Okay, remember that this process to change the object and the subject, it's going to be for the passive voice. Okay, very good. So in general, guys, this is a mixed type of grammar in which we're gonna in which we're gonna start mixing all the tenses. In this case, it's gonna be turn off conditionals and passive voice. All right. Well, if you finish to copy this slide, just let's continue with the next one. Remember that it's very important for you to send me all the notes. Okay, all the notes, you have to send them to me. Second conditional rule to follow. All right, guys, this is a quick review. That's why I just put one example, because you're supposed to know this rule and this conditional, okay? So guys, the rule to follow here is, remember that we have two sentences into one in all the conditionals, okay? We have the if clause and then we have the main clause. Well, the if clause, you need mandatory to use the simple past in this sentence, all right? And in the main clause, it's mandatory for you to use the modals. I recommend you just to use would, then could, and should. Only those three. Do not use will, do not use may or might, okay, or shall. Yeah, I recommend you just to use would, could, and should. Very good. Well, if you follow the structure like this, you have this example over here, okay? The example says, if I were you, I would say the truth. Guys, remember that in the second conditional, everything is going to be unreal. What is something unreal? Something fake, something you cannot prove as a truth, right? So if you pay attention, the example over here, it's if I were you, guys, is something that is not possible. I mean, I'm not gonna be you, yeah, anytime, and then you are not going to be me. Okay, so it's something unreal. Maybe you're gonna be better than me. All right, that's the point. If I were you, which is something that is not true, is something that is fake. Okay, if I were you, which is something that is not, I would say the truth. All right. Why? Well, yeah, because I want to be honest. Yeah, I don't want to say a lie again. Okay. Well, in general, this is the stuff you need to follow in this second conditional. Okay. Well, if you already finished to copy it, I'm gonna go to the next slide. Passive voice. Guys, remember, first of all, it says we need to identify the active voice. Guys, the normal sentences, they are the active voice. Without the active voice, we cannot change anything to passive, all right? You can use passive voice, just passive voice, but you cannot change it into passive voice if you don't have the active, all right? So for example, those sentences in the books, like, I don't know, the book was written by Paulo Coelho, yeah? The book is read by me, okay? So you can use passive voice without active, but in this case, it's very important to know that the active, it is very important, okay? If you want to change something into passive, well, you have to identify the active voice, because depending on the active voice, the passive voice will be, okay? It's like a little role, like a play role, yeah, in which you have to follow, okay? So my active voice is telling me that is a normal sentence with the subject, the action, and the complement, which is the predicate, okay? Number two, the subject, the verb in past, and the complement, all right? Guys, in these examples, I just use simple past because of the second conditional, okay? Remember that in the second conditional, you will need simple past and modals, all right? That's why I put only examples in simple past, okay? Very good. Then, guys, remember that in the active voice, the subject is the stuff. I mean, not the stuff. Is the principal to do the action. Okay, in the active voice. In the passive, the object, in this case, soup and cards, they're gonna be the ones who are going to do the action. Okay, so please pay attention. So the first example says, "We ate your soup." Normal sentence. Yeah, we ate your soup because, yeah, we were hungry. What's the problem? Okay. So we ate your soup. The soup in this case is going to be in the beginning. Remember that you have to change everything. Yeah. You have to take the object and then the subject, then you have to change them. Okay. Then the soup was eaten by us. okay? By us, because we have we, okay? If you have here you, it's by you. If you have she, it's by her. If you have he here, it's by him, okay? So yeah, very good. The soup was eaten by us, guys. Remember, you have to add the verb to be depending on the active voice. If the active voice is in past, the verb to be is going to be in past. If the active voice is in present, the active voice is going to be in present. If the active voice is in present continuous, the active voice is with ing. The passive voice is with ing, okay? So depending on the active voice, that's why it's very important to have the active voice and identify it first, okay? Second example, it says, I cleaned your cars. I cleaned your cars. In this case, the verb is in past too, and then my object is going to be cars, okay? So I'm going to say it again. In passive, the object is the one that is going to do the action, hypothetically, yeah? Your cars, this is plural, that's why I put where, okay? Pay attention here. If you have singular or plural, it's going to be like, it's very important for you to pay attention here, because if you don't conjugate the verb depending on singular or plural, it's going to be wrong, okay? So your cars were cleaned by me. Remember, I already switched everything and I added the verb to be in simple past, because the active voice is going to require the verb to be in past, in simple past, okay? Well, I'm gonna go back and time for questions, guys. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions now? No? Okay. Then, Elias, a little bit late. You know, I'm teacher. There's missing an S in the word instead. Well, let me check. Instead. Thank you. Yeah, I saw it. Very good. You're everywhere, you know. Perfect. You are like awake, which is something that I really want. Okay. All right. No questions, no questions, no questions, no thanks, teacher. Very good. Awesome. Treviño, no, no, no. Me. Okay, go ahead. Sophie, tell me, what is the question? Zoe, no questions, no thanks, teacher, no questions, blah, blah, blah. Nope, nope, nope. Very good. Arlene, Laura, Carmen. Well, Carmen, Arlene is the same. Then Laura, Karim, Pau Regosa, Valeria Rodriguez. Is Rodriguez? Yeah, Rodriguez. Ruth, no problems at all. Very good. Perfect. Okay, now we have the question here. Mariana Yolotzi, no questions. Daniela Gonzalez, no questions. Andy Perez, no question. And the question is this. Why do you write eaten in the passive voice and not are? Eaten? Okay, give me a second. Why do you write eaten in the passive voice and not are? Eaten? Oh, I understood it. Pay attention. Sophia, I'm going to go back and I'm going to answer your question. It's very important, guys, to ask me if you have something like confusing in your mind, okay? No, this is not the one. Okay, over here. Sophie, the question is this, right? The question is this. Over here. Why do I write eaten here and not are? Well, what is my principal verb? What is my main action here, Sophie? Ate, which is in past. Okay, remember we have eat, ate, eaten. All right, and to change it into passive, Sophie, after the verb to be, you need the main action who was here in the active voice, but in past participle. After the verb to be. That's why an are, Sophie, is just to have in the active voice simple present and in plural. Okay, so that's why are is not possible to put it here. All right, so we ate your soup. The soup was, because the active voice is in past, eaten or eaten. Why? Because my main verb is eat. okay? And in the passive voice, remember that after the verb to be, you need mandatory the verb in past participle, okay? So I hope I already answered your question, Sophie. Please let me know if I answer it. Let me know if I answer your question, Sophie, please. 8. Oh, okay. And not 8 because it's the stuff that I told you, Sophie. Instead of 8 is the verb in past participle. That is the right answer. Okay. Teacher was gonna give us our jobs today. Yeah, Poncho, I will. Then Jennifer. Jennifer, the models that we have to use are should and would and could, Jenny. They are gonna be 3. Should, could, and would. Okay, very good. Naomi, no questions. Jose Aceves, no questions. Luisa, Paula, no questions. Alondra Diaz Enriquez. Then Hector, no questions. Very good. Sophie, I already answered your questions. Very good. Okay, so if you have no more questions, let's go for the main point. Okay, and the main point is going to be this one. The main point is going to be this slide. Pay attention to this slide, guys, because this is going to be the one that I want you to pay attention. Besides all the information that I told you, this is going to be, I mean, the stuff that I told you in the other slides, they're going to be just like a review. And this topic is going to be the one, is going to be the main point, okay? The main idea. Second conditional plus passive voice. Teacher, how can we mix them at all? Well, these are the examples, and they are, if you pay attention to the examples, they are like kind of longer than the normal sentences that I always put, okay? So when you start mixing different tenses, they are going to be like, number one, a little bit more complicated, yeah, because you have to follow two rules, two topics in one. And then if you don't know one of the topics, it's going to be a mess for you. Okay, so that's why it's very important. If you don't know what is the second conditional or what is the passive voice, please let me know. All right, because if you don't know what is each of these ones, yeah, this mixed topic is not going to be for you. All right, so pay attention. Maybe yeah, you're gonna understand that at all. I want you to copy it in your notebook or in your whatever you're using. Okay. So second conditional plus passive voice. Guys, all the stuff that I told you, the quick review we got in the other slides, it's gonna be for you. All right. So example number 1 says, the soup would be eaten by me if I were not your friend. I already took the soup again because of the other passive voice. So the soup would be eaten by me if I were not your friend. Guys, if you pay attention, the first part until here, let me use the other, this one. If you pay attention, this information until here, guys, if you analyze it, sorry about the line. Guys, if you analyze it, this is my if clause or my main clause. Yeah, remember that? It's a main class because I'm using the modals, okay? I'm using the modals. In this case, it's going to be would, right? Then the second part, this part, is my if clause, all right? Guys, the rules are going to be the same, like in the conditionals. I'm talking about the conditionals. It's going to be the same, guys. If you start with the if clause, you need a comma. If you start with the main clause, it is not mandatory to put it. And if you put it, it's wrong. All right? So you must uh, pay attention. You must be like awake in this part, okay? Then the soup would be eaten by me. That is a passive voice. Okay, if you analyze the sentence that I'm giving you right now, the soup would be eaten by me. All this is passive voice. Okay, the soup would be eaten by me if I were not your friend. Remember, The if clause, simple past, always. Simple past, always. Over here, modals with be in this case, and the verb in past participle. Okay. In this case, the main clause is gonna be the passive voice, always. All right. The if clause is just in past, simple past, and the passive voice is gonna be always in. I mean, the passive voice in the main clause is gonna be always with modals. All right. Then example number 2, guys. I already started with the main clause, yeah, in this one, because I want you to know that the rule is very important about the comma, okay? If you pay attention in the third, we have the if clause in the beginning. Well, let's check it. This is an example for you, okay? The English test wouldn't be passed by me. We finish with the main clause here, okay? The English test wouldn't be passed by me. Supposedly this is a comma, but then guess what, guys? We don't need it. We don't need the comma mm, because we started with the main clause, right? So the if clause says, if the teacher didn't give us, this is us, didn't give us the guide, all right? The English test wouldn't be passed by me if the teacher didn't give us the guide. So I really helped you to pass the test because I already gave you the quizzes. That's why you already passed it, okay? So guys, pay attention, it's the same structure. You have the English test, which is my object, the sub, which is my object, okay? Then wouldn't be passed by me, okay? Wouldn't be passed by me if the teacher didn't give us simple past, didn't give us the guide, all right? I hope you understood it. Yeah, because we're gonna go to the last example, which is example number 3. Okay, very good. And example number 3 says, if you didn't work so hard, this, pay attention over here. This is my beautiful comma, right? If you didn't work so hard, this is a mistake. You don't have to conjugate the verb. If you didn't work so hard, this beautiful house wouldn't be built by you. All right, guys, this one is for you guys. You don't have to conjugate the verb if you have didn't, all right? Because the auxiliary verb in this case, which is in negative, is telling me that the action is in past, so therefore I don't need to conjugate it. If you pay attention this one, I didn't give, yeah? So if I write here didn't gave, it's wrong, okay? Completely wrong. So that's why do not conjugate the verb. Just leave it in base form because you have didn't. That's why they are auxiliaries, okay? So again, one more time again. If you didn't work so hard, yeah, so you don't have the good results if you don't work, okay? If you didn't work so hard, this beautiful house wouldn't be built by you, all right? So thanks of your job, the beautiful house is there because of you. So the it's important the comma, guys, because it is the if clause. This beautiful house, which is my object, then wouldn't be built by you. Remember, after the verb to be is very important for you to put the verb and the main action in past participle always. Okay, very good. Guys, activity, which is something you don't really like, but yeah, so sorry. Activity, this is going to be the activity, and then you have, let me tell you, you have exactly, I'm going to give you until 9 a.m. Okay, so you have around 25 minutes. Okay, you have around 25 minutes for this activity. The activity is write a short story with 3 examples of the grammar topic given. The second conditional and the passive voice, okay? Send it to me before the class finished. The class is gonna finish at 8:50. I'm gonna give you 10 more minutes, no more. Guys, I've been checking the jobs, guys, and then some of you, when I say just before these 24 hours, please, and then you send to me 2 days later. Yeah, I have them, but they're not gonna count the same. Okay, guys? So please. Okay, so any questions over here? Yes, teacher, thank you. Poncho, thank you, teacher. Emilio Treviño, main class, blah, blah, blah. Okay, main class what? You know, main class, main class, main class, main class. Oh, I do have another mistake here, or what? Main class, main class. No, I don't have it. Very good. Okay, so main class, main class, main class. Ramirez Cortez. Sorry, teacher, technical problems. I will watch the class again. Perfect. Don't worry. Don't worry. I believe you. And why I were? Because remember, Elias, that in conditionals you cannot say I was. Yeah, because remember that is not, well, yeah, it's simple past, but it's not like literally simple past. It's hypothetical. Yeah. For example, if I want to say if I was you, it's not possible. You can use I was working, all right? But in conditionals, if you change it to Spanish, if I were you, you're not gonna say if I was there. Yeah, it's not possible. Okay. So if I were you, if he were you, if she were you, always it's gonna be in conditionals that conjugation. Okay, Elias, please. Rude. Something about grammar. I think it's because it sounds wrong with I was. No, well, it sounds weird. Yes, I know, but it's because it's something unreal. It's not. It's something hypothetical. It's not true. Remember that always where is going to be in conditionals only. Only in conditionals you have to use where, not was. Okay, very good. The auxiliary, yeah, it's not auxiliary. You know what I mean? It's the verb that the topic is requiring. Okay, very good. It doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, thanks. Very good. The activity can be done in Word. Yes. Yeah, you can use it in Word. Okay. Just a short story with 3 examples of the grammar topic. Okay. How long? You don't have a limit, Nicole. You don't have a limit, Nicole. Okay. Teacher, can we put the activity? Yeah, I will. Let me give me a second. Teacher, main class. Well, yeah, I know Treviño. I already knew it. So, Majo, this is gonna be for you. The activity is this one. The activity is this one. Okay. Write a short story, Nicole, no limits. Okay, if you want to write the stuff that I want to use is a short story. I'm not saying give 3 examples. Okay, I want to see a short story in which 5 lines, 6 lines, 7 lines, 8 lines, I don't know, depending on you, depending on the story, in which you have to add 3 examples of the grammar topic that I already gave to you. Send it to me before class. Yeah, Majo, please. I already gave you 10 more minutes. So before 9, you have to send it to me. Okay, before 9, you have to send it to me. Please, hurry up. At least 5, Ricardo, at least 5 lines or maybe 6 lines, but I want to see the 3 examples correct, okay? Now send them to me right now. You have, well, in 8 minutes the class is gonna finish, but don't worry, you have 10 more minutes for the activity, okay? Please, I hope you understood the topic at all. And then, because it was kind of easy, you just have to mix the second conditional and the passive voice, all right? So I'm gonna be here. You're welcome, Majo. I'm gonna be here and no, Ruth, just 5 lines. I mean, they are gonna be how many? 70 words, 60 words? Yeah, which is not a big deal. I just want you to emphasize how to include grammar into a writing, okay? Good grammar into a writing. If you have other questions, you can ask me here. We have only 47 people, guys. You must be 60 something. No, yeah, 60 something, guys. Imagine. I can't believe it. Gustavo, Christian, Fer Santillan, Payan, I don't know if you're here. Okay, Blanca. Well, always the students who wants to be in the class, they're gonna be here. It doesn't matter if they don't like it. All right. But anyways, in 7 minutes the class is gonna finish, guys. But don't worry. Remember that I will give you 10 more minutes for the activity. Okay. A short story. Remember that a short story is gonna be created by you. Yeah, and in this case, you cannot like copy it from the web because this topic is mixed. All right, and then if you put, I don't know, on the internet in the web, if you put a short story with the second conditional plus passive voice, it's not going to be possible. You have to do it. You're not gonna find any short stories with three examples of passive voice using the second condition. Okay, so that is the one of my points in favor. Okay, that this topic you cannot look for in the web. So sorry. If it is just a short story, well, yeah, you can look for the information, like a short story in English, and then you're gonna copy it and then you're gonna paste it. But in this case, guess what? The activity is gonna be created by you, because this topic is not gonna be there. Okay, 5 more minutes, and then the class will finish. But don't worry, you have 10 more minutes for the activity. Any other question? No? Guys, remember that it's very important for you to know that on Friday is going to be off. Well, believe it or not, it's off. Okay? On Friday is gonna be off. We will not, so we won't have classes online. Okay? So technically, this is gonna be the last class of the week, and I'm gonna see you until next Monday. Okay? Until next Monday. Good. If you have the chance to pray the rosary, please do it, or the beads in this case. Do it. Okay? Try to get into the platform and read all the information, all the advertisement that the school is giving you. All right? Just get into the platform and read all the information about the Virgin of Fatima. Okay? Please. Don't tell me, teacher, I'm busy. I don't have time. Haha. You don't have time, and then you're at home. Well, you're taking the online classes, but maybe after this, what? You're gonna watch TV the whole day? 3 more minutes for the class, guys. And I haven't received any one of you. I don't have any mails from you. Well, guys, I'm gonna say it in general, guys. I hope you listen to me, guys. If we don't come back to the school, um, I just wanna say thank you for everything. Thank you for choosing me as your godfather. But anyways, we're not going to have the prom. Okay, so I'm not going to have the chance to be your godfather. Okay, I really want to say thank you because of that. Well, if we come back, I'll be there for you. Okay, I really miss you, and well, let's wait. Let's wait for the big cheese, and let's wait what and what is going to happen. Okay, teacher Zoe, it says the notes. Yes, please, Zoe, the notes too. Okay, you know, give us more time. Come on, you have. I already gave you 25 minutes. You know, I'm asking just for a short story or at least 5 lines, which is not a lie. I cannot give you more time, you know, because you have other classes. Okay, because you have the other class at 9, and this one is going to finish in 2 minutes. Okay, that's why those 10 minutes are, I mean, are for you to finish. Okay. You know, and this for you. That's for you. Thank you, Nicole. The first one. Let me check it if I have it. Okay. Let me check it if I have it. All right, Nicole. Let me check. I have my cell phone with me. So, Nicole. Very good. I just have it. Perfect, Nicole. With the notes. Perfect. You don't need more time. It's the stuff you need is to start working. Okay. So I want to show you the email from Nicole. Yeah, with all the notes and everything. I do have it. Yeah, thank you, Nicole. Let me check it. Mariana Yolotzin, do you think we have a chance for prom? To be honest, well, I wish you do. Okay, I wish you do, but I don't think so. Maybe until August or maybe until September or something like that. Okay, but in July, I don't think so, Mariana. If you do, well, perfect. Yeah, I'll be there with you. Okay, don't worry. Nicole, I have your job, which is good. And Naomi would, should, and could. Naomi and could. Would, should, and could. Look at this beautiful example of the activities you should do. Thank you, Nicole. This is a clear example of the stuff you have to do if you pay attention, obviously, and if you're taking the online classes in the correct way. Thank you, Nicole, for being the example of this. The notes and the job. Perfect. Nice. Guys, unfortunately, time's up. Yeah, it is. It is gonna be like time to say goodbye. Like always, guys, it's gonna be a pleasure to be your teacher, guys. I really, well, I rather being like in physics, but the situation is not like give us the chance to do it. Okay. Well, what happened, Leonel? What happened? All right, guys, you have only 10 minutes to send me the activity, guys. And well, I'll be here, and then I'm gonna check all the jobs you're sending. And Poncho, your jobs, I didn't show it because of time. Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna let you know if you have them. Okay. Have a nice day and a perfect week. Remember that at 12 you have class with Miss Adri. All right. So she's happy to be with you again. Yeah, she's happy of being with you. And well, Leonel, check it please, because I mean the other students, they don't have problems. Okay. Have a nice day and a perfect rest of the week. I'll see you until Monday. Remember that on Friday is going to be off. Don't forget to pray today, guys. It's a very important day. Well, number one, because of the Virgin of Fatima, and number two, because Maria Paula is gonna turn 2 months of age. Okay. Have a nice day. I'll see you, and see you later, alligator. Bye bye.